I'm going to go around the table and introduce everyone. I'll have them introduce themselves. My name is Hiro, I'm the DM. I like shirts. Kent.
Hi, I'm Kent, and I will be playing Tal, the half-elf rogue. It's a little impulsive at times.
Give me a cue!
Use your words.
My name is Thomas. I stream on Twitch as Fendix Rex, which you can probably read downstairs how to spell. I'll be playing Alaric, Ranger, very confused and PTSD driven. Oh, is that me? Silent cues. Just kidding.
Oh, we're on fire tonight.
Yeah. My name is Brad. I'm playing both Gaz and somewhat Daz the chicken, even though he's his own entity. You can follow me on Instagram, Branderson94. That's BRAANDERSON 94 for those playing at home. And that's my character.
Hi, I am Dylan, and you can find me online on Instagram under DSA_cosplay. I will be playing the Blood Hunter Tiefling known as Penance, who has a chemical problem.
It's only a problem if you admit
Thank you.
it. Hi, my name is Amy. I am playing the half-orc knowledge cleric Hazel Hawkins. You can find me at Amy Plays RPGs on Instagram.
And I'm Doug. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram at Red Wizard Gaming. I'm playing Fantwick Feliduke, the rock gnome Graviturgy wizard, and his pet cat Shimmer.
Awesome. And of course, you can follow Schiffer Initiative under Schiffer Initiative on Instagram.
Really?
2 reasons. One, because we couldn't get Spool on Instagram. It was already taken by a fabrics company.
Funny that.
Yeah. So, previously, on Schiffer Initiative, you guys went to a outhouse, found some nails on the back of that house, played a tune, a hymn, you went down, you went down the tunnel, you went down the tunnel, and you found a scorched body next to the door at the end of the...
Thank you, Brad. You broke the deer.
I didn't do anything, that was you.
No, Jai-ho.
I'm still blaming Brad anyway. He's a rogue. He's good at shifting blame.
He's taller, it's his fault.
We're an international show. The door at the end of the tunnel, you found a body which found a scorched skeleton, which you've investigated and you've realized it was a child's body. As you get worried about what it is, you kind of sneak in and open the door just a little bit, and all of you saw that there were children on beds strapped to them and being operated on.
Kick the door down.
Kick the door down as soon as you saw that one of the kids were in pain and were still alive. So that's Gaz, the character that you play. And as you kick the door down, you see a man very familiar to you because you're all working for the Champions Guild as heroes. You know this man as a person that gave you your task, Minos Allfather, the head scribe of the Champions Guild. And he's the one operating on the children. You also notice that the children are all drab. You are now finding yourself in the basement of the Strider Manor, kind of surrounded by these grey, kind of granite stones that build barracks, prisons, and one very massive 2-story structure beyond the infirmary at the back of everyone that is glowing kind of red and blue. And as he sees you bust open the door, he seems somewhat surprised. And you guys have a ambush round. We all rolled for initiative last episode.
Yes.
The first person to go would be Finn.
All right. So, Fenthwick's going to step around the corner into the doorway, look around. What the fuck is going on here? Reach into his pouch, pull out a pinch of sand. And as he does that, in the sand spreads out a rain of sand, like snow almost, falls down over.
Ghosts.
You're good.
Yeah, right. Okay. It falls down over those in the center of this operating room as he casts sleep.
Just thinking of that snow scene. in
You'll
The
roll
Wizard
your-
of Oz.
Come back there.
Claire, do you have something to share with the class?
Claps. Get me a jump start. Sorry, I tried to.
Oh, so it's 35 points worth of hit dice.
35.
Casting it at second level.
Oh, nice fall asleep.
So, as you see, one of the guards who are holding one of the scalpels for the head scribe, kind of assisting him in the operation, he suddenly falls asleep and flops onto the ground head first into the scalpel. And
Oh.
it doesn't dig into anything because it hits his skull, which is hard. It just kind of scrapes a bit of skin off his
Wow.
forehead.
Jeez, that's
And-
nasty.
That was effective.
Nasty warning shot. Yeah.
And he's now asleep.
Yeah, right.
That was one of the guards.
And
That was
then
one of the guards.
I'm going to back up slightly and duck back around the corner so I'm out of sight.
So the next person would be Tiberius.
Oh
Tiberius, having this so suddenly dawned onto him, he has no idea what's going on. All he sees are red guards and his kind of mentor, Minos. He goes, huh? He goes, red guards! And he pulls out his sword, to victory!
Oh, thank God, Tiberius.
no!
That was a
Yes!
50-50 turn.
Oh, it was, it was.
Oh my goodness.
I just go, bad guys, bad. Kill,
Channel
kill.
your hatred.
Yeah.
out.
Go hit them. Kill, but main for questioning.
He
None
runs
people believe.
towards the guard that is asleep. He sees that is a easy target, and
To be fair,
he holds his sword up like this, and he stabs down. And we're gonna see if he misses.
Does he have advantage? Or is it
it'd be
Give
advantage,
me advantage, yeah.
and I believe auto crit.
Yup.
He rolled the same. He rolled 17.
I was going to say, wasn't 17?
Last session.
Yeah.
Yes,
Number of this session and last session.
You see that his blade is somewhat split in the middle, and in the middle there's a crystal. He stabs down with the guard's spine just kind of resting right in the middle, and he twists, and his spine snaps in half, and that guard is no
Scratch.
longer breathing. You see his kind of body twitch a little, and like a scalpel kind of flings off into his hand as he twitches across the room.
Maybe a mild contact warning for this stream.
Yeah, wow. I set him up, you knock him down.
And
Oh shit,
that
he's
guy
not
is
breathing.
gone.
Well, his spine's snapped.
It
So-
tends to be fairly dangerous.
All those dice are the guards, are they?
Yep, on the dice are the guards.
And where's Minos the
We'll
scribe?
see.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why he's here. He's there.
He's behind us, boys. It's
I don't know
an
why.
It's behind you.
I've got nothing to do.
Guess.
Cool. Well, I will run up to the middle guy. The white dice?
Yep, the white dice.
Yeah.
So not the boss man himself, but the guard next to the boss man.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, I'll go straight up to the boss man.
So boss man is the one with the
The actual miniature.
boobies.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I saw he was the guy that was like digging into the children.
yeah,
Men can have tits.
free. There we go. So you go up towards him. He looks to you like an older gentleman. As you approach him, the smaller he seems.
Yeah.
Gaz is a big dude, so.
Yeah.
Mm.
He would be kind of where your chest is. His head would be.
Yeah. Well, can I bonus action rage before I move there? Sorry. So.
Oh, sure.
But either way. Yeah. Either way. Bonus action rage. Walk up there.
Rah! 2, 3. Ooh. Did I snap something? I did snap something.
What did you break?
What the?
It's the end of the axe. It's the end of the
It's a
axe.
short axe now.
Get really angry with
No,
it.
it's probably just a halved.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was going to use I'll use my good axe. I'm just going to try and hit him.
Using a hand axe or your battle axe?
My battle axe.
Or a great axe? Is it a great axe? Or is it an okay axe?
Oh,
It's
whoever
okay
can
now.
whoever can put down 2 hand axes.
You should have some kind of.
Big weapon.
weapon.
It'll either be a
Hold
battle
on.
axe or a great axe.
It's like the whole
No,
audio
you
issue
gotta-
all
you
over
gotta
again.
equip it.
What audio issue? That never happened.
Great axe. There we go.
There
There
we
it is.
go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Outstanding.
Now I can do some real damage.
There we go. Yeah, boy. No, Jesus. That's a 2 plus 7 plus 5. Sorry.
So 7 total.
7.
Yeah, 7.
7.
I should have recklessly attacked.
What did you
So
add your rage bonus to it? Oh, no, there's no
Range
rage.
hits.
It's just damage.
as you slash down the old man, you see that he has a bunch of shiny things under his robe in his chest, and you get a little distracted. And as you kind of stare at his whatever's in his robe, you kind of shift your body a little too much to your left, and your axe kind of swift just right in front of him, and missing him slightly to the left.
Tinfoil. That was fun. Yeah,
Hazen. Good attack.
I would like to move up, so I am in front of the child. Do I think that what is affecting this child is something I can cure with the cure wounds, or like help at least with the cure wounds, or would it be more?
You cannot
restoration?
tell. As far as you can tell physically, they look fine, except they're having involuntary seizures and they have scar wounds. But
Okay.
their coloration is fine.
Is
it's-
some bleeding? You said there was like blood coming out. Like,
There was-
is there active operation happening?
There was blood leaking out, but there is no blood leaking out any of the children except for the one that is non-responsive
Okay.
that he was operating on.
Ooh, okay. Do I have enough? Can I make my way to him instead, the one that's like not responsive? I feel like I want to make sure he's.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I have 30 feet. I will take opportunity attacks.
So let's see.
Hazel
True
really is best
hero.
of us.
I'm gonna get to this kid. He's unconscious. Can I make? If not, I just want to make my way there.
I can get you here.
Yeah, that's fine. I can't get to him, so I'm gonna turn. There's a guard next to me who's the white one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna a second level command him, and I'll do the purple dice. And I need to make me a wisdom saving throw. I'm gonna say grovel.
Okay. Can you remind me what Grover does?
Grovel makes them fall prone. So they need to make a wisdom save against this.
This will be fun. 13.
Is that the right die?
That saves. I'm not very wise, unfortunately.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's right. I tried.
What does Grover actually do? Is it like
It makes them fall prone on their turn, and then they have to end their turn immediately.
okay? Well, is it like he feels like
They like fall to the ground
okay?
Mm.
and grovel.
You can see his knees kind of shaking, but it does not buckle. He goes,
Hand axe in each hand.
Alright, that's my whole turn.
But you don't get
Towel.
resistance.
oh, sorry. Yes, Tom.
Alright. I am going to. So is each of the guards standing next to a child at a bed? Is that how it's set up?
So all the beds are surrounding the infirmary,
Oh, okay.
but they are up on a ledge.
They're
Yep.
like a mini balcony.
Okay.
Yeah,
So are they on a similar level to us, or they're above us?
they're above you, but because it's only 3 feet above, they can definitely attack you.
Alright. Are they carrying any ranged weapons like bows?
None of them are. You can see they're kind of dressed down for being inside. They don't have the full gear on them.
Okay. I'm actually going to move to the first bed and just cut the kid free. Cut his restraints.
So as you cut all his restraints off, he kind of, as he involuntarily shakes, he kind of falls off the bed.
Yep.
You can attempt to catch him, and you kind of slow his descent.
Yep.
And he falls onto the ground, but he seems unconscious, not really able to kind of answer you, respond to you, or stand up or
Right.
move. He's just on the ground shaking
Yep.
every couple seconds.
I might call out to Hazel. I think this one over here needs a bit more help than that kid on the table there. Reckon you can help him? Or her?
I'll respond to my turn, I guess.
Let me see if I get this right. Alaric. Alaric?
Sorry,
Alaric.
his turn first.
No, I got a big old 6.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Alaric.
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 So I've probably been saying this wrong.
My name
for
is
5
Alaric.
episodes.
Alright, yeah, so it's okay, yeah, I'm just saying that. Sure, let's see if I have PTSD first. I do not.
Good to know.
So I will move forward a little bit
Okay.
so I can actually see what's going on. And I will shoot the jerk who was torturing the children.
The big bad. I would say that.
He's got cover.
Jerk face.
I would say that he has cover because he is right in front of Gaz.
Did I use all my movement to get there?
Yeah. No. You only use half.
Okay, I'll use all my movement to get into range of actually seeing power.
Or like this, probably.
So first I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action on him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot him twice. I'm going to separate them because they do different damage. So I'm going to shoot at his throat. That is a 20 to hit.
Just a hits.
Should I just do both the attacks first?
So you got Hunter's Mark on him.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna put a dice, and then just.
I'll just do both the attacks first and I'll roll the damage.
Yep.
How you getting the second shot?
I'm
Close
close
door.
up.
Right, that's right.
He's shooting 2 arrows at the same time.
I'm so jealous.
And
Wait,
I'll pass 12 to hit.
12. Doesn't hit.
So one of them hits. So the first one. Slide is this one. 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
Ouch. Alright. Oh, math.
Of course it was important on the next.
So, because you're kind of a veteran in your own right, you've fought in many battles, but not many that have children in infirmaries tied to beds. You're a little distracted as you shoot the first arrow. You kind of glance to your left where there's a kid there, and you kind of try to make sure he's all right. And you look back at your target, but it's too late. You already let go of your bowstring.
Gives me flashbacks.
Yeah, it gives you flashbacks, and the second arrow kind of just shoots off into nowhere.
Damn.
I believe now it is back to
Penance. It'll be part
Penance. Oh, I know I did that because I didn't finish writing the order. Penance.
2. Alrighty. Okay, well, first thing I'd like to do is get my crossbow and pluck the side of it with my thumb so that my blood runs across the drawstring of the crossbow and electricity starts to crackle. And I run into the room and I would like to run in and dash right. And I will...
Here?
Right next to our friend, and I will point my crossbow at purple, and I will pull the trigger at his face. So let us see how that goes.
God number 4.
Bing, bing, bing,
Is it Jerry?
Everyone's been rolling underneath the tent.
You got this, man. God number 4.
Oh man.
10.
10.
Does that hit?
Surprisingly, it does hit.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
wow.
They're not wearing any armor? Oh, thank God.
No, you said they were dressed down for.
They were dressed down.
Thank the
Sweet.
gods.
1d6 plus 4 plus 8d4. Oh wait, I'm going to do a d4 of damage on myself. I take 3 points of damage for doing the extras.
He's gonna
Off
be
1
engaged
point.
in-
And down to that.
I'm down.
3 plus 4 equals 7 plus 4 equals 11 points of damage.
Alright.
So that would be 7 points of piercing damage and 4 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so I'll say that he's not expecting guests at the moment, and he's kind of in his, I won't say undergown, in his tunic, and as you shoot him right into kind of the left of his chest, just missing his heart, he kind of grabs at the arrow bolt to tug it out, but the electric kind of shocks him at the same time, so he's like contorting, and he can't quite tug it out, it's like, yeah. Eventually it comes out, he's like, whoa, what was that? He's never had that kind of damage before done to him, where kind of electricity in the arrow.
Well, maybe last time. He seems excited.
He to brighten your day.
And we're back to Finn.
Did the girls
Are these
not
guys
go?
going?
They're not
No,
going.
we got a surprise. round.
Surprise.
Oh, that's surprise round.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
okay.
Perfect, of course.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to hold my action.
Think of the arm.
I'm going to wait till the first guard I see starts to run out of the room, and then I'm going to use my adjust density ability to double the weight of that person and reduce their speed.
Okay.
So anyone that runs out of the room going for more help is going to get slowed down.
But not anyone running in, just anyone running
One
out.
of the guards running out
Okay.
to go raise the alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiberius is gonna go.
I see. Smack that
So he
person.
takes out his sword from the kind of now split body of the guard. He points the sword at the head scribe, now confused. He goes, "What are you doing here?" And the head scribe kind of looks at him without speaking, kind of like signaling him to leave. You know, kind of.
Give him the old eyebrows.
Yeah. Tiberius is not kind of getting it, but you can see he's getting more and more angry as he holds his sword. And you see his sword is starting to glow red.
I'm
Good
glad we
angry,
have- I'm
good
glad
angry
we have a
Tiberius.
himbo.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have a himbo.
Yeah.
And that is the end of his turn. He's pretty stunned by the revelation. Revelation.
There you go.
Revelation of his mentor.
The elevation.
Elevation. The head scribe.
Just remember small words, surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise. Yes. So he's shocked that his kind of mentor and head scribe is here. He doesn't understand what's going on. Who are these children? What is he doing? Why is he in the manor? Gaz, you see this kind of giant froze in front of you holding a sword.
Yeah, well, I was like, don't listen to Tiberius. Because that's what you'd say. Oh, so left. 19 to hit.
Very nice. And you are hitting, of course.
Yeah, I'm hitting the asshole.
There's a little man.
Which one?
Tiberius.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say Minos or Tiberius?
Yeah, Minos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to hit Tiberius.
I was being
Tiberius is my boy.
Tiberius is our favourite idiot. He's not an arsehole.
Yeah. 7 plus 3, so 10 damage.
Is that including
Not bad.
the range damage?
Oh, plus 2. So 12 damage.
Not bad at all. You slash down, kind of missing again, almost his
Thanks,
head.
Doug.
And then as your axe follows through, you can see that you didn't miss completely. It lands right on his left foot, splitting it in half
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
by forking his
This
foot.
game's getting real dark.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Went from cow goes boom to split
Yeah.
in half.
Can I do that?
Cow
Kids
goes
being
boom.
operated on.
Went from lick this rock to this.
you take a stride. You know
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah.
Since I've hit his foot, I'll be like, in toes. You can walk it off.
Let me introduce myself.
Funny enough, I did have chicken feet for lunch. So.
You're right, that is really funny.
I don't know why that was funny.
Best joke ever.
I don't think Daz appreciates that.
Yeah, Daz is like a little bit like,
He's like hiding his feet underneath his chest.
If you've ever seen a chicken give a side eye.
Hazel.
Hi, alright, I'm going to make the rest of my way to the bleeding child. Even though this is my responsive, I've got to check. I'm just going to do... Would it be my turn, like my action, to do a medicine check to see if they're alive still?
I would say yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna cure wounds.
Okay, on the child behind you, on the
The
incapacitated.
bleeding child.
The
The
unresponsible.
unresponsive.
You might get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Alright.
Fine.
So I'll just do a first level cure wounds, which is they get 7 health if they're alive.
So you're so concerned about the guard that you, sorry, about the kid,
Yeah.
that you run past the guard without seeing his sword drawn, and as you're kind of diving towards the kid, half doing the spell, halfway kind of towards the kid, and as you land on the kid, you give him 7 points of health. And you see some of his stitches kind of heal up, and some of the you see scorch marks on his forearm kind of replenish into normal drow skin.
Is he breathing?
He was always reading.
Thank God.
Now that you can see, he is twitching again, which before he was unresponsive.
As long as he's not bleeding out, that's all I need.
Mm.
And then I also call over my shoulder to Tal. Be there in a second.
No worries. We'll get you the rest.
Does the guard hit me?
The guard does swipe at you with a 15.
That is. I don't have my shield out, so that hits.
Squish. Rough.
No. Should have my shield.
F.
That's alright.
1 point of damage.
How much?
1 point of damage.
She's
I'll
down.
cop it.
She's down.
Oh, you got hurt. And you got hit by the accountant.
The secretary.
He's still drinking.
He swipes down at you, but you kind of, as you were diving for the kid, he just misses your head, and the blunt of the middle of his blade hits you on the head. And
That sounds worse.
Tom.
So it's only 3 feet up onto that ledge, is it? That
Yeah.
guard is on.
You can probably one step it.
I'm gonna parkour up. I'm gonna put my foot on the bed and then flip up onto the balcony next to him.
So you go,
Yep. You want me to do an acrobatics or anything?
I would say no, it's only 3 feet.
Alright.
That would be me.
And then I'm gonna try and stick him.
Sure.
Sticky mate.
With short sword. That will be actions. 18
18. Definitely hits.
and 6 points of damage.
So, how do you want to kill him?
As I land in a crouch, I'm just gonna drive the blade up underneath his ribs. Yep. Yep.
Fastest way to a man's heart.
It's through the third room.
He collapses, and your sword kind of slowly, naturally slits out of his chest.
Yep.
And you can see him going.
Yep.
Tell my wife.
You're experimenting on kids. You don't get to be like
Yeah.
empathetic. We can't pity you.
And that's him gone.
Yep. That's my move. Action.
You didn't ask his wife's name?
Oh no, I'm going to.
Meredith.
Just the red hair. It's not Daisy. Just mine.
And I'll bonus action.
Laugh.
Where is my bonus action? I am going to dash up towards the next guy.
Nice.
Okay,
Done.
that's innovation.
Yep.
So, seeing his kind of minions or gods kind of dying out one by one, slowly, from this random raid of strangers, Minos Allfather, also recognizing the giant kind of elephant in the room that is Tiberius, he goes, "Oh shit!" He takes out like a little stick in his breast pocket, and as he takes it out, it seems to be playing tricks on your eyes. It grows into a staff, and he throws it backwards without looking, and the staff goes back into the mezzanine of the two-story structure that's behind him, into the glowing blue and red lights, and you start to see the lights are no longer going red, but just blue, and you see kind of lightning streaks coming out from the mezzanine, and everyone roll a dexterity save.
But I'm bad at those.
If I'm
Time to
still
die.
in, like, just outside of the doorway, does that include me?
Yeah, Fenwick's not in the room.
It does include you.
Nah.
You have a feeling that this is going to include everyone in town.
Good to know.
Oh, no.
shit.
Oh
no.
This dexterity save may involve everyone in town.
Alright.
Jesus.
Pretty sure I failed that.
21.
The same thing as double advantage.
Red, what'd you get?
I got 2 4s. So I got 6.
Oh.
Snake eye? Yeah.
I'll tell you what you got later.
15.
8.
Okay, so Gaz, Hazel, and Finn. As this streak kind of climbs towards you through the air, kind of almost like a lattice. Is that a word?
Lattice?
Lattice. A lattice. Kind of climbing
Lattice.
towards you in lightning speed. This is lightning.
No way.
You seem to see everyone kind of just dive right out of the way just in time, and you not so much. You're like, oh, what is that?
Do the guards have to do the dexterity saves as well?
They will, and
Does he?
you guys all take 6 points of damage.
6 points?
6 points of damage.
That's not too bad. I was expecting
Because I'm in the range, I could take half of that because of my bear proficiency.
Yeah, buddy.
It is the bear proficiency.
Did it was only the bludgeoning, slashing.
It's
Total
everything
bear.
except for psychic.
Okay.
Yeah, depends on what it
Bear
is.
totem.
Bear's
OP.
an
It's
extra
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
So good.
The lightning kind of enters the walls and then exits through it, and you hear a bunch of screams from outside, very far away.
No,
I mean, that's terrible.
that's bad.
I thought it was the other guards in the building.
Well,
Sorry.
And you hear a
Possibly.
cacophony of.
Oh, not the cows.
I feel like this has happened before. It's finally disintegrated.
Don't make the cows go boom.
Cows might go boom, I don't know.
Barbecue.
And that's the end of his turn.
Would I be able to use Hellish Rebuke? One reaction, which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that can see.
You damaged them.
Oh wait, no, because I said did the dexterity, I didn't get damaged at all, did I? Or
You
no,
didn't.
half?
You didn't get damage at all.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
Damn it!
You dodged it.
Hurt me!
away.
Hurt me!
Hurt me good.
Stop trying to hit me, Daddy. Yeah, with me, Daddy.
Give me that zap.
Alaric.
Alaric.
Think
Jesus.
Larry.
Eric.
What's
Larry.
that sound?
Larry.
Just say jive.
John.
Jive. Jive. Other than numbers and words, are you good at anything else? Alright. I can see that just happened, and this guy is obviously casting spells and shit. So I'm going to run up to him,
Yes.
and I am going to strangle him.
So I'm guessing that's going to be a grapple.
I guess I'll have to like do an
Yeah.
attack roll or something. That must be an unarmed strike, I guess. Yeah. Ooh. 18 to hit.
18 to hit. I'll say it's uncontested.
Alright.
You grab onto his neck and you strangle, and I'm going to say that you seem to be able to cut off his airway quite successfully. You haven't done any damage right now,
I'm just trying to stop him from
Yeah.
speaking.
but he's incapacitated, and if you keep on this way, he might take damage from just not being able to breathe.
Try and choke him out and hold on to him so he can't speak. It's pretty much the idea.
I did not expect that.
I know!
Yes.
Sorry.
Damn.
I was just seeing if there was a benefit to me with him being grappled. Does that make a difference to my, if I was to, I would like to follow the road and jump up onto that 3-foot ledge to my right.
Yeah.
Which is
So
your
where
left.
I just went.
Yeah.
So boom.
Yeah, and then run as far as I can, pretty much towards him. Does that, I can get that far?
Yeah. You can get that far.
Actually, would I have been able to then run, stay below the ledge, run across, and then jump on, be on the other side, diagonally across from Tom.
The other guy.
No,
One,
yeah.
two.
So no,
So
straight towards you,
One, two,
straight towards
three.
you.
No.
No, same guard.
Same guard.
Beside
Run.
it.
One,
Yes.
two,
That's-
3, 4,
5. Yeah.
five.
Perfect. I can get that.
You can get there.
Excellent. And then I would like to use my crossbow and attack guy in the middle of the room. Big bad.
Oh, big bad.
Big bad. I'm just doing it from
Tiberius?
there.
Oh, so from the tail, it'll be like this.
Yeah.
That's across the list.
The tail's just while I'm walking. I've got that in my hand. I'm not accurate. Like, here, watch this. Yeah, I will now attack the head scribe.
That is,
Do I get advantage or anything while he's grappled?
I'll say you get advantage, but then just for lulz, roll a d6 afterwards.
My bad.
Because you're doing one of these, you're not doing this, you're doing stranglehold.
That would be an
Yeah.
18 to hit.
Okay,
That's pretty accurate.
yeah, it definitely hits. But roll a d6.
Roll a d6. 2.
Okay. No, you're good. So, as you aim at this feeble old man, which you have now slashed, split the foot
He's
off,
cutting children. apart.
strangled.
You're
It's not going to feel
bad.
bad for him.
No.
He's experimenting on defenseless little kids. You're not gonna make us feel bad here, hero.
You shoot kind of a bolt. I would say bolts are usually 1 centimeter in diameter. This
Yeah.
massive bolt that kind of goes into his chest, but just a little above, so it breaks the collarbone. And you hear a crack, and he goes, "Oh!" And he kind of, all his weight just goes down. He's no longer holding himself up, and you kind of had to expend more
Holding
energy
him
to
up.
hold him up. He's like, "Oh!" And he takes a lot of damage.
That is going to be 9 points of piercing damage and 3 points of lightning. For a total of 12 points of damage.
I'm erring not at the damage, at the fact that I do math.
I thought I did well. Hey.
The sound of torture and math is almost the same thing.
Yeah.
So he's definitely bleeding out, and he's got a broken collarbone, and he's being strangled.
But
He's not in good shape.
Good.
Yeah. And these guys are gonna have
Nice shot!
a little go.
Appreciate it.
So your spell works as soon as they run out.
The first one that starts trying to move, or
Okay.
to flee.
Okay. So this guy's gonna try and flee. What's
do I
gonna
get
happen?
attack of opportunity on him?
Both of you do. Even Dylan.
So
Dead.
his
Well, 10 hit them before.
so Fenthwick's going to see him run away, throw his hand out, and he's going to slow down as he sort of comes in on himself. There is no saving throw, but his speed is halved, and he does have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. So sorry, not halved, reduced by 10 feet. So his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
10 to hit.
10 to hit. It does hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
In the back.
And Dylan, you get an
Is he-
attack of opportunity.
Is he still up?
He's still up. So as he kind of runs away, you slash him at the heels, and you see kind of his Achilles kind of like slashed, and he's bleeding. He's hopping on 1 foot, slightly, as much as he can. He feels about 80 kilos heavier.
It's a good time to push him off the ledge.
Yeah, that's one hand. Yeah, I got a 9.
Because you have to turn around after shooting someone to slash at this kind of swoosh that you just heard behind you. Oh.
So
You do one of these, and you miss him. As he is a very kind of his target is bobbing up and down because he's hopping on 1 foot. Kind of missed him. Out of sync with his bobs. So he's gonna hop as far as he can, kind of here, and he's gonna try and climb through one of the windows, but he's not gonna make it.
Is his speed further reduced because he's got half a foot split?
No, that was a different
he's
guy.
Oh,
more
that's
aerodynamic
okay.
now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
just slashed his Achilles.
Achilles. That's why he's hopping. But I would say also because of Doug and that together, he can't get through the window and he can't get
Really?
much further. This guy is gonna run.
Oh wait,
I'll
you
throw an
get
axe
sneak
at him.
attack damage on that because you haven't done sneak attack.
Yeah,
You get sneak attack once
you
per
were
round.
saying.
But he wasn't
But-
hiding.
But he was engaged with me. If he's engaged with
Yeah.
an ally, you get
That's
sneak,
a
you get
good
sneak
point.
attack.
Yeah.
So your reaction
extra-
would have sneak attack damage.
Extra 2D. No, yeah.
Another 2 points of sneak attack damage on
2d6 damage, I think, at level 3 as well.
it. 3.
4, 5.
He's still
What?
alive.
Would you believe? 7.
He's
Oh,
definitely
D6.
alive.
We'll fix that.
He's bleeding more profusely.
Yep.
So this guard kind of runs towards where he knows the exit is, the tunnel. He doesn't quite make it to the tunnel.
Yeah, can I throw an axe while he's running away?
Yeah, sure.
He does.
When is your turn?
Oh, so don't get attack range.
No.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't
it's
next to
only
you.
melee combat with
Oh.
you and he moves out of your range. Fair enough.
So this fella
Throw
is
it
gonna
in the refrigerator
run
next round.
past Hazel
Alright, we'll take attack of
and then into the building. You get an attack opportunity.
I think this is the first time I've had to hit something.
Oh my god, it's so violent.
Strike true.
That's gonna be a 16.
Oof. Yeah.
What's that like?
Just hits.
It hits very much.
And he takes 8 bludgeoning damage from my big ass mace.
He goes, whack.
Just hit him on the head like he hit me.
Hit me on the back of the head?
It isn't nice to hit people. This is an example.
How do you like it? So that hurts.
You see kind of like the back of his shoulder when he's running away from you, the armor dents into him, and it has like the piece of armor, his own armor stabbing into his shoulder blades right now.
Sorry about that, by the way.
That is a D&D equivalent to a Uno reverse card.
And he runs into the building, and you see another wave of electricity exploding from the building, this time bigger than the last and even louder. It's like almost like a thunderclap, you would imagine. It's,
I think we need to get that stuff. Does that come from the staff?
Well,
Oh,
it's because he ran, is it anytime anything goes into that room? He ran straight into the room.
Hopefully this knocks out both the guards.
Well, my question is, the guy I'm holding, cradling,
oh,
is technically not
yes.
able to move, so...
Dexterity saves, please.
all of us? From everyone?
All, and from everyone in every
What about the guy I'm holding?
universe.
Ooh.
21.
21.
14. 12.
10.
11.
So Fenthrick got 20, Shimmer got 12.
That's okay. So you three, Penance, Hazel, and Shimmer, will take 1 point of damage.
Oh, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Does that kill you, Cat?
Well, Shimmer also failed the last one. I forgot to roll it at the time, but
Oh.
Shimmer took the 6 damage from the previous one.
So that's 7 points of damage.
I'll say
So
it.
far,
I was gonna
yes.
say, is Shimmer like Daz, where she just got plot immunity and doesn't get hurt, or are we gonna attack the cat?
Oh yeah.
But that's a familiar, right?
Yes.
It's okay.
So it'll just gonna,
Okay.
it will just come back after we
That's
eat.
Yeah.
okay then.
That
Daz is
Daz
Daz
can't be
is
hurt.
just a chicken.
Yeah.
That's just a chicken.
What
But this is
armor?
Scar logic. Chickens can't be hurt.
Yeah.
So many reasons.
Cows go boom and chickens can't be hurt.
Yeah, I feel like there's some rules here I wasn't mentioned. It wasn't
Six
mentioned
foot
to me.
60.
No, that's part of Gaz's backstory. Is Daz was like cursed by a witch to just have like 28 AC. Like
Yeah.
Daz is just an invincible chicken.
Yeah, pretty well. I'm laying a wall on chicken next time.
Daz the Undying.
He's got a good breast.
That's the undying.
That's the unfrying.
Yeah. That's a t-shirt now.
We need to
Yeah.
start a cult
He's
or a
he's
religion
just
around
got
Daz.
he's just got breastplate armor.
So you see the
Not
kind of,
drumstick armor?
the shock of the electricity kind of froze the guard who was trying to climb through the window back onto his bum, and now he's kind of prone onto the ground.
He's still alive?
He's still alive. He's like bleeding in one foot, and he's trying to climb through a window
He's not having a good day.
awkwardly.
Better to get worse.
You gotta remember, these guards are the same guards that were afraid of Tiberius. So,
Yeah.
That explains
Oh, there
it.
won't be any more when we're done.
yeah, and we're back to Finn.
My turn? So, on hearing Shimmer get shocked by the electricity, he's going to lose all thought of the battle to start with. Turn around, Shimmer! And open his hands up as he unsummons, essentially, Shimmer. and transports her into a pocket dimension. And that's his action.
That is a good action.
Save the kid.
Save
Save
the
the world.
Tiberius is going to forget that he's holding onto his sword, which is still growing redder and redder, and might have been agitated by the 2 electrical shocks that has come through and hit the sword. And everyone around Tiberius is going to make a dexterity save again.
He's not going to try and hit him.
He's not going to be able to.
Where is he?
His sword is going to go boom boom.
Oh gosh.
Where is he compared to us?
I think cows go
He's here. So it'll be the wizard, you, who's strangling him. So sorry. Alaric, who is strangling the wizard, and Gaz.
Am I including that as well? I'm behind the list then.
Not quite.
Did you say wisdom saving throw?
Dex saving thing.
Come on, baby.
Come on, Dave needs a new pair of shoes. It's 14.
Ooh.
14. Awesome.
10.
10. You see as the sword goes redder and redder, a ray of flame tries to shoot through the blade, but it hits one of the side blades and reflects back into the crystal, and it explodes into the blade. A bit of the blade flies out and like stabs you right in the gut. You're like, oh. Now you have like half a blade in your gut.
How much damage did that give me?
8 points of damage, and you don't bleed out. Kind of good because the blade is red hot. It kind of cauterizes your wound as it enters it.
Great, another one. Bonuses.
Yeah.
Still have some fun. Do you still have him?
Yeah, you still have him.
Not again. Did he save?
The wizard
Yeah.
is no longer.
Oh, so he's dead.
He's dead. You're holding onto your corpse, and he's got like bits of shrapnel in him, and they're growing red.
Is he dying or dead?
He is quite. Oh, he's dying. He's downed.
Okay, cool.
People looking at me.
Let him go. Well, then we have questions.
He looks
Yeah.
like a pincushion.
We
Right
do
now.
indeed have questions.
And Tiberius is on the ground, seemingly unharmed. You don't see anything in him, but he seems to have a scorch mark at the edge of his face, and he seems to be badly burnt on the other side of his face.
Is he
And
also
chunks of hair.
unconscious?
He's unconscious, and chunks of hair is gone. His beautiful, beautiful white locks.
Not the face.
So, yeah. So that's at least 2 people down.
Cool.
Gas.
So, who's that at the back of the room? Is that Fenwick?
At the back, that's Hazel.
I'm at the
Here.
back near the table.
No, sorry, this side,
Yeah.
towards me.
Yeah,
Yes, and
towards
towards
you,
you.
that's me.
Towards the
That's,
door.
yeah,
That's me, yeah.
that's him.
Just don't know which guard to go towards. I guess I'll just go to the one that's closest to Fenwick. I'll try and attack him with the greatsword. I'll move towards him.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. There you go.
Yeah, and I'll just do a standard attack. 15.
50 hits.
No, this one. That's 6 points of damage plus 2. 8.
8. How would you like to end his life?
Well, if he's running backwards,
Yeah.
I'm just going to get my axe and just do over the top of the head, straight in the back of his dome.
What you do what you can only describe as a very violent opening of a watermelon.
All he hears is a door.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much on the back of your, one of those pitches, one of those things. Just 2 good slices, pang pang.
There are no seeds that you see inside, but there are red mush.
Fair enough. Ooh, pate. Watermelon sugar, down.
Hazel.
Oh god. Okay.
First kill.
Enemy down.
So we've got
Don't
Tiberius is
understand.
unconscious, Minas is unconscious, and the 6 children on the tables are all writhing in pain.
Oh shit, did they blow up?
You can check if you want.
The lightning.
They've been
Yeah.
fried twice now.
Oh god. Did I see any of the kids get hit?
You did see your kids get hit.
3 times really.
They're strapped down, they can't pass a
What's
dex
your-
save.
What's your passive?
It's not great. I'm not white. It's like 11.
Oh, but you healed one of them for 7, and if they've failed both, they've potentially just taken 7
But
points.
that was before anything
back
blew
to
up,
the
though.
way they were.
Yeah.
They will
Yes.
So
definitely
free
fail both because
They're
It's hard.
restrained.
So Tiberius blew us up too.
The one that
Yeah,
says
but
the
the
is the
one-
one you cut out.
Yeah.
but
And
even
the
if they
one-
weren't
yeah, he's
restrained, they would have
unconscious.
been
Yeah.
Like, I just
unconscious.
straight up don't have enough spell slots to heal all the kids and
Yeah.
them and you guys if you
Pick
need.
one.
But the one close to Amy wouldn't have got hit by Tiberius's thing anyway.
Yeah, is the one next to me still breathing, even if he's been hit?
You can see that he's still breathing. Whereas some of you your teammates that have been hit have kind of scorch marks that resemble kind of lightning streaks on the skin. None of them really do. You can pay attention next time to see what happens when they get hit.
Just wait for it.
If they get hit.
Alright, I'm gonna make my way down towards where Tiberius is. And I don't care if this takes my action, but on my way I want to check the 2 children on the tables that I'll pass as I walk to Tiberius. I want to see if they're still breathing.
So you kind of stand there in the middle,
Yeah.
in front of Tiberius's kind of prone body, and you look to your left, and there's a kid strapped to the table. He seems seemingly indifferent, the same as before.
Okay.
And the one on your right is kind of the same. They're still twitching and involuntarily
Okay.
shaking. But yeah,
Is that my action to check them?
that's your action to check them.
Okay. Just in Elvish, I'm just gonna call out like, kids, I'm so sorry. I know you're in pain. We're going to help.
They remain unresponsive to focal stimulus. I believe it is now, because everyone's dead. Tal's turn.
Is old mate that tried to get out through the window, is he dead?
He's not dead, he's very close.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to him.
Finish the job.
Double to the groin.
Yeah, bad.
Because he's burned,
Bad.
You have advantage, he's prone.
Which means you're hustling.
Yeah, he just shot out of the window and onto his
Alright.
bum.
18.
18, yeah.
And
Don't forget your sneak attack.
7. 8 total.
8 total. Okay, so as he falls back, he looks back at you and goes, no, 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 no. He sees your kind of shadow approaching.
Yeah.
Just my life.
I don't.
They're all
I don't say anything as I step over him. I'm actually, if he's lying on the ground, I'm going to step over him. As I do, I'm just going to push my blade down through his throat and keep walking into the room where the other guy went.
Okay. So he goes, no, no,
Just use your blade as a walking stick.
It's got
Yeah,
really
it's
good
not
references.
bad.
Red
and you're walking into the building.
Yeah, because if someone ran in there, I don't want him to get away. And so, do I see him still in there?
You don't see anyone. In the building.
And is the staff in there that?
Suddenly, Hero has to go to the toilet.
I think he's dog's not in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
I
anyone
know.
do a chant for me?
What
Is
the
that
hell?
is that the boss?
This is
What the McFuck, hero?
this is what I found at the back of a church one day, and also
Are you
this.
stealing from churches?
Why would you bring someone from a church?
As a cleric, I do
Why
oppose
not?
this.
They still steal from us all the time.
This is a shining blue and red thing that you see that it's almost like
Controversial.
in the shape of a star, but it is not so much a physical structure as it is a combination of crystals that are rotating continuously, and they're glowing blue and red. Inside, you can see the crystals are not just red crystals, but also black crystals. The black crystals are continuously releasing electricity, connecting all the crystals together. The red ones seem to glow red really quickly and dim, and then red really quickly and dim every 2 seconds.
Is it that size compared to our minis?
It is that size.
And only Tyler is seeing this at the moment.
And only Tal is seeing this at the moment, and it seems to be flashing. The red stuff, the red color of the crystal is flashing faster and faster as time goes by, and you do see a little stick in the middle of it that resembles the stick that is the mage's staff.
Right. Well, I don't think I will mess with that. That is more up Fenwick's avenue. I am kind of gonna look at this thing and then go, yeah, nah, and then turn around and go back out into the hall where
Shit.
Oh no.
the rest of my companions are, and I'm going to jump down onto the level where the kids are, and if I've got enough movement, move to the closest bed and release the kid, and call out, I think we need to get the hell out of here. That thing in there looks like it's going to go boom like one of them cows.
Everyone is out of initiative, I believe. I think everyone's gone.
Okay, I'm gonna heal Tiberius up real quick. Because
I
I think we need him.
Stabilize the bad guy.
I think Tiberius is dead. He's just
He's unconscious.
isn't he?
What-
But like,
what's-
if we don't heal him or stabilize him, he will likely.
Well, it depends on the
die.
manner in which he's unconscious.
Yeah, what if he's just like
Is he like zero
having a
HP
nap.
unconscious, or is he just? He
So he just having
I'm gonna
anxiety.
roll medicine check to see.
Sure. Again, I'm not a wise clone.
So who's healing?
I'm heading into that window following Tal
Yeah.
to just see what's. I'm still trying to see what that other card went.
Yeah.
So is there an exit in that room?
There is no exit in that room.
Oh.
Yeah, I think anything that goes in there gets. I got a 9 for medicine.
You got a 9.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, he's dead.
Like fully dead.
Fully dead.
Oh, okay. Wait, we lost Tiberius. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna run into the main room
As
and
the
I'm just screaming, "Grab the idiots! We're leaving! We are leaving!"
Alright, get the children, get the
And
children.
the child each.
Yeah, let's get the kids.
I
as
think
they're
we need
doing
this guy
that,
too.
as they're doing that, Fenthrick is just going to charge into the room, face full of rage, just arms crackling with energy, just looking for anyone to throw a spell at for hurting his cat.
Into the main room?
Yeah.
Where the crystal is?
Just into that first
The first
operating
where we
area
are.
to start with, and just looking around.
I'm actually going to call out to Fenfic. There's something in here you might like.
What?
Big glowy, crackly thing. Looks like right up your.
Dex saves!
Oh no! Oh no!
I was stabilizing this
What?
guy.
Death saves.
No,
Dex.
Dex. Sorry,
Oh,
Dex.
Yeah,
Dex.
it's a
Okay.
Dexterity saves.
I haven't rolled on it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll,
Dexterity saves. Three points of damage, please.
13.
16.
16.
11.
3 points of damage, please.
10.
3 points of damage, please.
17.
No damage. So you see another shocker wave coming in. Those of you who are used to it kind of duck out of the way. The rest of you who are so concerned with the children and whatever is going on in this crazy manner, you seem to not have realized the shock of electricity climbing to the back of you and just hits you in the back of the head, and your hair kind of singes, and you kind of go, oof. Oh.
So,
You start to bleed a little bit in the back of your head as well.
as Tal
Yeah.
said, come up here, you need to have a look at this, and then that arcs off again. I'm going to look up and go up and inspect this thing, whatever it is.
I'm going to go back into the room with Fenfic.
How many hit die do the bad guy have?
I haven't done a thing on him yet. I'll do one now.
He's dead.
He's down.
No,
He's down.
Well,
But he's continually taking damage.
I'm stabilizing him and healing him.
So who else is?
I'm grabbing the kids. I'm like undoing kids' restraints and just
Okay.
carrying as many children as I can.
You'll probably grapple. You can probably
I
carry
could
4.
probably carry at least 3. I'm pretty strong.
I'm weak as shit, so I'm gonna carry 1. And I'm out. I'm grabbing a kid and I'm
Yeah,
out. This is for the
we're
smart
grabbing kids
people.
and running.
I'm not that
What's your
smart today.
My strength is a +3, so I'm gonna make a check. But I'm gonna grab at least try and grab 2 if I can, like one under each arm.
Okay. I'll say that you are able to grab.
Hell yeah, I grabbed 3 kids. I'm just gonna put
It's
stacks.
kind of like
Yeah.
was it One Piece where you have 2 in your hands and one like you're just biting down.
You're sorrowing the children.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow kids and I'm just running.
Guys, grab as many as you can. Time to leave. The smart people can take care of the rest.
Yeah, you don't need me, Fenwick?
Well, that would depend on what I see from this crystal thing, because I'm having a closer look at it.
Also, I think I
Are you doing
Tiberius
some kind of
instead.
like arcana check or
Either Arcana or Investigation,
Yeah.
your choice.
Some idiots.
say arcana?
Arcana? That will be a 23.
23. So you've seen this kind of contraptions in books before. If I'm not wrong, I recall that you have been in universities before. Is that right?
I've studied.
That's how
So-
we met.
Oh yeah. So you've studied this kind of stuff before. The subject known as crystal math. You calculate and kind of crystal interactions and how to stimulate them, how to make them activate, how to control what they do. And even though it is a very kind of difficult subject and not many people have had much success with it, you do notice that this contraption is the black crystals, which generate electricity, is powering the red crystals, which are not triggered yet, but they will be soon as the light flashes redder.
Alright.
And it's, from what you can tell, if you're calculating in your head the amount of red crystals that are there and the size of them, judging by that, you would say that this, whatever this is, it has the power to wipe out a city.
Right. Guys, destroy.
Okay.
You also do notice that the black crystals kind of link everything together. So if you remove one, it might be dangerous. It might just set it off.
Okay.
Does the staff do anything?
The staff, you
Who's
can
that's
assume,
Can I-
had activated it.
Can I reach it? Or is it like floating up above us?
It's kind of just chest height,
Alright.
about 3 feet high.
So I'm going to try and remove the stick or staff as Gaz is coming up to destroy it.
Okay. You reach in.
Yep. Oh, actually, wait, no. No.
How much health do you have?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember if I took it or not.
What's the
Yes, I
bad
did.
guy?
Mage hand.
Mage hand.
So, mage hand. Take it out.
And we'll see you next episode.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
What's that?
God damn it.
I'm running.
I was gonna play pinata with the thing.
Boom. We're basically sitting with
Thank
a
you
nuke.
for watching this episode of Shoot for Initiative. It was a lot of combat, but also a lot of discovery into whatever is going on around here.
Yeah.
Who's
Children,
got the other two kids?
magical stars.
Someone's gonna grab the other two
Yeah,
kids.
there are 2 kids that
I'm
are.
dealing with this thing. It doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what we do. If this thing goes off, we're all
Yeah.
fucked.
I'm trying to
And here is
Okay.
Bacon.
I'm trying to fix the bad guy.
Here is Bacon shit he stole from a church.
Watch us next Sunday. Shoot for Initiative episode 6.
You did it.
Woo.
Yeah, you did it.
Active good.
He doesn't count.